Hey guys!
What's up?
What up?
So we're gonna talk to you guys about this
There's a lot of
huge
controversy.
going on about homeless people and it being a crime to be homeless.
Being
And
illegal to be homeless. I've never heard of anything in my
it's
life.
a bunch of bull crap.
Shenanigans.
And it really bothered us, so we wanted to talk to you guys about it and see how you guys feel about this whole homeless thing being a crime, which is like ridiculous.
Yes, so in Columbia, South Carolina, it is illegal, quote, on the illegal, to be homeless. So if they see you on the street, and there's homeless people across the world, so everywhere. If they see you on the street, they are going to arrest you, and you are forced to go to a FEMA camp, which they call it a shelter.
Barbed wire camp.
Barbed wire.
Like a prison.
It reminds me of what they used to do back in the day at the concentration camps. Like, it's a building, it's got barbed wire, it's got, like, 20-foot fences. You go in.
And you can't come out.
You can't come out.
It's like when they put these people in these FEMA camps or whatever they want to call them, it's kind of like they're treating them like they're animals or slaves because they can only go out when they say they can go. If they go as far as this place, they have to come back. And if they so-called try to leave, even though they tell them that they can leave, then they'll bring them right back.
Yeah, so they told these homeless people that they can get on a shuttle to go back down to the city. And this FEMA camp is like on the outskirts of Columbia. So they get on these shuttles. And they like have police stationed on the one street. Like you go a certain far, like you go like a certain length. The police are stationed, and once you get that far, the shuttle can't go past, and they have to turn around and go back to the camps or the shelters as they call it. But a shelter, a homeless person shelter in a city, you are able to come and go as you please. You're not stuck there. So this is like a huge issue.
I think it's BS.
It's bull crap.
They try to make it seem like they're trying to help homeless people when they're really not trying to help anyone but themselves. And they wanted to help homeless people. They would actually put them in actual shelters, houses, to make them feel like they're not these slaves or animals caged up in some FEMA facility that looks like it's a prison, and barbed wires. They can't go anywhere. They're being constantly watched all the time. Like,
yeah, there's like watchtowers. Like,
it doesn't make any sense.
Homeless people do not need protection.
Yeah,
like
they're people just like us.
They are people just like me and you. It doesn't make any sense. And when I brought it up, when I seen a couple videos, and I got a little bit agitated because it really these FEMA camps, well, they actually call them shelters, but they are FEMA camps, and they remind me of concentration camps. Back when they killed millions of Jews, Poles, Germans, they just like went on a riot, and you know, I feel very upset that the world, basically the government, wants to kill all these homeless people, and they want to kill all these homeless people. You can either go to these camps or you can go to jail. But when you go to these camps as well, they give you a chip. They put chips into
chips. What are we, robots?
Are we animals? So they put a chip inside your skin, which has all your information, and you can't go anywhere without the government tracking you.
They do to cats when you go to the SPCA, and they actually do want to put a chip in your cat, so if they get lost, you can find them. Why do you need to put a chip in a human being so you can find them? Like,
no, there is no necessity for a chip.
That makes no sense.
And if you don't accept the chip, you're going right to jail. You know, if I was put in that position, I feel like I would rather go in jail.
Man, I'm fighting to the end.
I would rather go in jail than be stuck in a barbed wire. I guess they're both. I guess they're both pretty the same. You can't come and go. I wouldn't want to be in that position.
And it's really like messed up because there's lots of people who are homeless. I mean, I understand there are people who are homeless who are drug addicts and etc. whatever, they choose to be homeless, but there are a lot of people who actually don't choose to be homeless. Like, they just
stuff happens.
Wrong place, wrong time. They end up in situations or they can't like afford to live somewhere, so they just end up on the streets. Like, and instead of trying to put people in these places, like in these facilities, how about just like trying to help them get jobs or help them find a place to stay? Like, it's just
give them
it's
a
really
home.
messed up.
Like the government, this is their doing. All these homeless people are their fault. They could create shelters for all these people. They do have shelters in cities all over the world. There's not enough. There's not enough, and they don't want to put.
Never enough.
They don't want to put any money into taking care of homeless people. All they care about is themselves.
It's really funny how they say they don't have enough money to make shelters or put them in shelters, but they have money to make these places to
FEMA
put
camps.
People in, and they have money for prisons. Like, it's just a bunch of bullcrap and lies.
It's really...
So that's why we're here to inform you guys on some true stuff.
Yeah, you guys can check out. We're going to be posting...
We're going to put some links down at the bottom.
Down the bottom.
Where you guys can search.
So it's all over the news. So Fox News, Huffington Post. There's another one on Truthia. But there, if you just type in...
You can even YouTube it.
Yeah, there's videos too on YouTube. You can always just go to Google and just type in homeless being illegal in South Carolina, and it's gonna come up. And there's also
Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, there's also controversy in Tampa, Florida, and Portland, Oregon, where they made it illegal. The mayors made it illegal for you to be homeless. You know, and I understand that it is a crime to be like sleeping on public property, but they have nowhere to go. You're not giving them the facilities. So
free world,
free country. I just don't understand.
I understand it's getting overpopulated, but do something positive to help them, not
negative.
Selfish.
Like they're putting these camps basically for these people to die, and it's just really wrong. I just don't understand.
They feed them.
Yeah, they feed them, but
they're starving them. But the way they're going about it is
it's just wrong.
Not right. Like,
I mean, we should be like, it's 2015. It should be a positive, happy place to live, and people are scared that they're going to be put in these camps or arrested, put chips in their body, or sent to jail just because you don't have a home. It's fucking baloney. It just makes me very, very upset.
I just get like really irritated by like stupid stuff like this. Like, it doesn't make any sense how stuff like this is happening. There's so much stuff going on in the world, and like people are focused on trying to get homeless people off the street. Why not focus on trying to get actual criminals off the street? Like,
yeah, you need to focus on
like
the bad people, not the people that just can't get a job or that can't find a place to live. You need to get the bad ones out. The good ones, it happens that people are they just can't find a home, or they lose their home, or the recession, people lost their jobs, people lost their homes. It's just wrong. You need to get the bad people off the street. You need to get the bad people out of the world. You shouldn't be doing these things to the good people.
Exactly.
So
I would like encourage everybody to
definitely be informed.
Definitely inform yourselves and
research.
Know who you're voting for. These people that's doing these things, that have the power to do these things.
Especially because these people that put these camps were mayors.
Yeah. Go out there and help these people who you see homeless. Like, if you see them on the street, if they're asking for food, like a lot of times when I'm on the train, like it'll be people asking for food. Like, I'll give them food. Like, even if I got like a few change, even though you kind of gotta like,
you gotta make sure.
I don't know if I want to give you money because what are you gonna use it for? But like, most of the time I give them stuff, even if they're like,
even if it's an orange, a piece of bread, a cracker,
food,
just
snacks
help out.
You got in your book bag. Because there's always somebody out there that's doing worse than you are. So
always make yourself. I always say like, just do a good deed. It makes you feel better.
It makes you feel like a better person, and
it helps.
It influences other people too. They see you giving somebody like food or money, they're gonna be like, maybe I should do that. Yeah.
So we definitely
get
both
involved.
Of us, we want you guys to be involved. We want you guys to be informed. Research. Definitely watch the news.
Yeah, definitely.
Just even though it can be kind of boring sometimes, but
there's always like bad stuff on the news. That's why people don't like to watch it.
Yeah, but it's really
like informative. You know what's going on in the world
Yeah, definitely don't be that.
Not just where you live, like trapped in this box. Like you want to know what's going on everywhere.
Yeah, don't be like in the house, like, oh, I don't care what's going on in the news, and one day something happens to you, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I wish I would have known about this.
A zombie apocalypse.
So
and you're just gonna be like,
you just want to be informed.
And we're gonna be like with our survival kits, like machetes, and
we're gonna be like ready to go. Just be prepared, full of knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge is power, guys. Just know.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it opened up your mind a little bit. Comment below and tell us what you think about these so-called FEMA camps and the people being in South Carolina arrested for being homeless.
Yeah, that's how you feel about this whole
shenanigans
story and people having the power to do those things. Because I think it's unfair, me personally.
I think it's unfair too.
I
think it's wrong.
We would like to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Subscribe. Subscribe.
Alligator.
Unicorns and rainbows.
And
shenanigans.
And love.